Hey everyone, welcome back to CivilsCore. This is part 3 of our complete UPSC Prelims 2026 paper breakdown. And we are not slowing down. If you are just joining us, parts 1 and 2 are already up. Links are in the description. Go catch up first. In this video, I am taking you through questions 21 to 30 from GS Paper 1, all explained in full depth, every option, every trap, nothing skipped. Let us get into it. Question 21. Consider the following statements with reference to India's response to climate change. 1. India's long-term low-emission development strategy, LTLEDS, is a crucial tool for achieving net zero emissions by 2070. 2. India's fourth biennial update report, BUR4, submitted in December 2024, recorded around 8% decrease in greenhouse gas emissions in 2020 over 2019. 3. Climate resilient development necessarily depends on quick and short-term achievement of emission reduction targets. Which of the following relationships among the above statements is or are correct? Statement 1 is empirically supported by Statement 2. Statement 3 contradicts the approach implicit in Statement 1. Statement 1 and Statement 3 together establish the premise of long-term sustainability. Answer is option B, 1 and 2. This is a relationship-based question, which tests logic as much as content. Let us take it relationship by relationship. Relationship 1 says, Statement 2 empirically supports Statement 1. India's BUR4, submitted in December 2024, reported an 8% decrease in greenhouse gas emissions in 2020 over 2019. This real-world emission reduction data backs the trajectory outlined in LTLEDS, which targets net zero by 2070. Relationship 1 is correct. Relationship 2 says, Statement 3 contradicts Statement 1. LT-LEDS is a long-term strategy targeting 2070, while Statement 3 insists on quick, short-term targets. That is a direct contradiction. Relationship 2 is correct. Relationship 3 says, Statements 1 and 3 together establish long-term sustainability. But since 3 contradicts 1, they cannot together build a coherent premise. Relationship 3 fails. Question 22. With respect to the Western Hoolock Gibbons, which of the following statements is/are correct? 1. A sanctuary in northeast India is home to this ape species listed as endangered in the International Union for Conservation of Nature IUCN Red List. 2. They have specialized brachiation and can easily swing between trees. 3. They possess a strong and heavy build like gorillas, yet are remarkably agile tree climbers. Answer is option B, 1 and 2. Statement 3 is the clear wrong option. Gibbons are the smallest apes with a slender, lightweight body. Comparing them to gorillas in build is completely incorrect. It is precisely their light build that makes them such efficient brachiators. Statement 1 is correct. The Western Hoolock gibbon, known by its scientific name Hoolock, is listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List. Hollongapar Gibbon Sanctuary in Assam is specifically dedicated to this species. Statement 2 is correct. Gibbons are considered the greatest brachiators among all primates. They have long arms and ball and socket wrist joints that allow them to swing through the forest canopy at high speed with remarkable efficiency. Question 23. Which of the following best explains the rationale for protecting mangrove ecosystems in the context of climate resilience? 1. Mangroves reduce tidal energy and store fresh water, making them ideal sites for paddy cultivation in saline estuarine belts. 2. Their salt-sensitive roots filter seawater, making mangroves key to converting coastal land into freshwater aquaculture zones. 3. By withstanding tidal surges and offering biomass resources, mangroves function both as natural bioshields and livelihood bases for rural communities. Answer is option D, 3 only. Statements 1 and 2 are both factually wrong and designed to catch students who half remember mangrove facts. Mangroves do not store fresh water and they are not suitable for paddy cultivation. They grow in saline coastal zones. Statement 1 is wrong. Mangrove roots are salt tolerant, not salt sensitive. They do not filter seawater into fresh water and they do not convert coastal land into freshwater aquaculture zones. Statement 2 is wrong. Statement 3 is the only accurate and complete explanation. Mangroves withstand tidal surges and cyclones, acting as natural bioshields for coastal communities. They also support livelihoods through fisheries, timber, and non-timber forest products. Beyond that, mangroves store blue carbon at rates far higher than terrestrial forests, making them vital for climate mitigation. Next question. In what way does the Vizhinjam International Seaport represent a structural shift in India's maritime trade and logistics policy? 1. By functioning exclusively as a domestic cargo hub to reduce reliance on coastal shipping and eliminate the need for foreign collaborations. 2. By focusing primarily on passenger cruise tourism and heritage shipping to increase Kerala's profile as a maritime heritage destination. 3. By leveraging its natural deep draft and strategic location to reduce dependence on foreign trans-shipment ports, enhance revenue retention, and reposition India in regional maritime trade. Answer is option D, 3 only. Statements 1 and 2 are both wrong by design. Vizhinjam is not an exclusively domestic cargo hub. It is India's first deep-water container transshipment port built for international shipping, and it involves collaboration with Adani ports and global shipping lines. Statement 1 fails. Vizhinjam is not focused on cruise tourism or heritage shipping. That is a completely different function. Statement 2 fails. Statement 3 is the accurate and complete answer. Vizhinjam has a natural depth of over 20 meters, can handle the world's largest container vessels, and is located just 10 nautical miles from the major international shipping route connecting Europe, the Persian Gulf, and East Asia. Currently, about 75% of India's trans-shipment cargo goes through foreign ports like Colombo and Singapore. Vizhinjam is designed to capture that traffic, retain the revenue domestically, and reposition India as a regional maritime hub. Question 25. Identify the river of the Indian subcontinent on the basis of the following information. 1. It has an antecedent drainage system. 2. It flows through 3 countries. 3. It originates in the Tibetan Plateau and is an important river for irrigation. 4. It does not form distributaries. A. Brahmaputra. B. Indus. C. Satluj. D. Teesta. Answer is option C, Satluj. Let us apply each clue systematically. Antecedent drainage means the river existed before the Himalayan uplift and cut through the mountains as they rose. The Satluj has exactly this. It originates near Lake Rakshastal on the Tibetan Plateau, flows through China, then India through Himachal Pradesh and Punjab, then Pakistan, 3 countries. It is one of the most important irrigation rivers, feeding the Bhakra Nangal Dam system, and critically, it does not form a significant delta or distributary system. It merges into the Chenab in Pakistan before reaching the Indus. Now, why not the others? The Brahmaputra also has antecedent drainage and flows through three countries, but it does form braided channels. The Indus flows through more than three countries, and students often reach for it when Tibetan Plateau and three countries appear together. The Teesta is too small and regional. The combination of no distributaries and the specific three-country path through China, India, and Pakistan confirms the Sutlej. Moving on to question 26. Which of the following with reference to Indian states is/are not correct? 1. Uttar Pradesh shares its boundary with the highest number of other Indian states. 2. Rajasthan shares the longest international border among all Indian states. 3. Sikkim is the only state that shares its boundary with just one other Indian state. Answer is option D, 3 only. The question asks which statement is not correct. Statements 1 and 2 are both correct. Uttar Pradesh borders 9 states: Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Bihar, and also touches the Delhi NCT boundary, making it the state with the highest number of neighbouring states. Statement 1 is correct. Rajasthan has the longest international border with Pakistan among all Indian states, at approximately 1070 kilometers. Statement 2 is correct. Statement 3 is the one that is not correct. While Sikkim does border only West Bengal among Indian states, it is not the only state in that position. The claim that Sikkim is the only such state is inaccurate, making statement 3 wrong. Question 27. Which of the following statements with regard to the arrival of Amur falcons at Doyang Lake in Nagaland each year from Mongolia is/are correct? 1. It showcases how sustained local conservation efforts can contribute to the arrival and protection of international migratory birds. 2. It reflects the global success of international wildlife conservation conventions in protecting transboundary migratory species. Answer is option A, 1 only. Statement 1 is correct, and this is one of the most inspiring conservation stories from Northeast India. In 2012, mass hunting of Amur falcons at Doyang Lake in Wokha district, Nagaland was discovered. Hundreds of thousands of birds were being trapped annually during their migration from Mongolia and Siberia to southern Africa. Following this discovery, local Naga communities, NGOs, and the state government launched sustained conservation efforts. Poaching was dramatically reduced, and the area became a celebrated model of community-driven wildlife protection. That is entirely a local success, not a global convention outcome. Statement 2 overstates the role of international conventions. The transformation at Doyang Lake happened because of local community action, not because of any global treaty achieving success. Question 28. Which of the following is/are the most significant implications of obtaining Ocotex certification for Eri silk in the global textile industry? 1. It allows Indian exporters to compete in high-end markets that prioritize chemical-free products. 2. It confirms that Eri silk meets international safety, environmental, and quality standards, enabling its entry into premium eco-conscious markets. Answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Both statements are correct, and they describe two sides of the same implication. Eri silk, also known as Ahimsa silk or peace silk, is produced primarily in Assam and the Northeast, and is extracted without killing the silkworm. making it naturally attractive to ethical and eco-conscious buyers globally. Oikotech certification is a widely recognized international testing and certification system for textiles that ensures products are free from harmful substances and meet strict environmental and safety standards. Statement 1 is correct. The certification opens the door to high-end global markets that specifically demand chemical-free products. Statement 2 is correct. The certification is the formal confirmation that Eri Silk satisfies international safety and environmental benchmarks, which is the prerequisite for entering premium export markets. Question 29. Which among the following is/are the objectives of the Rain-Fed Area Development (RAD) initiative under the National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture (NMSA)? 1. Encouraging monoculture in rain-fed areas. 2. Increasing rice cultivation in irrigated regions. 3. Enhancing productivity and minimizing climatic risks through integrated farming systems (IFS). Answer is option D, 3 only. Objectives 1 and 2 are deliberately wrong and placed to test whether you know the actual direction of the RAD program. Monoculture increases vulnerability to climate risks. That is, the exact opposite of what RAD is trying to achieve. Objective 1 is wrong. RAD is specifically designed for rain-fed areas, not irrigated regions, and it does not focus on increasing cultivation of any single crop. Objective 2 is wrong. Objective 3 is the core and only correct objective. The Rain-Fed Area Development Program under NUMSA promotes integrated farming systems, combining crops, livestock, fisheries, forestry, and other activities to enhance productivity, build climate resilience, and diversify livelihoods for farmers in rain-fed regions. IFS is the heart of RAD. Last question. Ships from which of the following countries have to cross the Strait of Hormuz to reach out to the Indian Ocean? 1. Bahrain. 2. Syria. 3. Qatar. 4. Egypt. Answer is option B, 1 and 3. The Strait of Hormuz connects the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Oman and then to the Arabian Sea, which is part of the Indian Ocean. Only countries with ports inside the Persian Gulf need to pass through the Strait of Hormuz to reach the Indian Ocean. Bahrain is an island nation entirely within the Persian Gulf. Its ships must transit through the Strait of Hormuz. Bahrain is correct. Qatar is a peninsula projecting into the Persian Gulf. Same situation. Its ships also must pass through Hormuz. Qatar is correct. Syria is on the eastern Mediterranean coast. Its ships exit through the Mediterranean, not through the Strait of Hormuz. Syria is out. Egypt has both Mediterranean and Red Sea coastlines. Ships from Egypt can reach the Indian Ocean through the Red Sea and the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, not through Hormuz. Egypt is out. Only Bahrain and Qatar. That is questions 21 to 30 done. We are almost a third of the way through the entire Prelims 2026 paper now, and the questions are only getting more interesting from here. Part 4 is coming very soon, so subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss it. Let me know in the comments which question stumped you the most in this set. And if you're finding this series helpful, share it with a fellow aspirant. Every share helps someone crack prelims. See you in part 4.